Hey there, just stepped out of the shower. It is really warm in here. We have the air on, but I don't know, it's just not doing its thing. I think we need to get it fixed. We got one replaced, and I think the other one's pretty much on its last legs. There's my phone beeping. Let's see. Ian, FORKERBALL, from the UK, asked two interesting questions, which I am compelled to answer. I told him I would answer if he watched the video and left a comment, but that's all right. He may not do that. Hey, get out of the way there. Sorry, I'm doing this on my iPad instead of a tripod like I've been doing. Let's see. First question is, why do you go to see certain movies in the cinema or in the movie theater? What drives you to go see that movie versus, not? Okay, a little sunny, but we'll do it later. Okay, this might be good. What I do is it has to be what I consider to be a big screen picture. So it's normally like a Star Wars or a Star Trek or a The Martian, or it's something usually that seems to fit the big screen. An Indiana Jones type movie. Those types of things. Big adventure Bond movies. Big adventure movies, things like that. I'm not one for, I wouldn't probably go see Schindler's List in a movie theater if it were a brand new movie, and I didn't when it came out. I waited till it came out on DVD and Blu-ray. Oh my goodness, I just turned on my phone, and my phone is going freaking nuts with messages and emails because I had it off all night long. But those are the types of movies I go to the theater to see. Big pictures, things that seem to fill the screen. Marvel movies, DC movies, love those. They do a great job of filling the screen. Sometimes an animated movie, like a Disney movie, a Toy Story, something like that, where the animation is just, the colors are so vivid and really jumps off the screen. I am not a big fan of 3D in the movie theater. I find it to be somewhat gimmicky, but I think it's gotten better than it once was. I think I saw the Avengers in 3D, the first one, and it seemed a little gimmicky, but they tried to find a way to incorporate the 3D instead of just letting the movie's natural progression do that. Why do I buy movies? Well, why do I buy the movies I buy? Sometimes it's a nostalgia thing. It's a show, a TV show, or something like that I really liked, and so I'll buy it because I have fond remembrances of, like, the Batman from the '60s TV show. I remember watching it as a kid and really liked it. So that, All in the Family, was one of my favorite shows. I bought that series. Things like that, Wild Wild West, The Lone Ranger, Twin Peaks, shows that I have a fondness for. And then other things, I feel like there are such classic films, like, for instance, The Ten Commandments, Gone with the Wind, Citizen Kane, Lawrence of Arabia, that I feel compelled to own them, even though I've seen them 10 times. This may sound odd, but I think part of it is it's like a tip of the hat to the movie, like owning it says you're worthy of being owned, if that makes any sense. It may not. The Wonder Years TV show is one that I want to be able to see again, and it wasn't in syndication, so I picked it up. I'll sometimes pick them up even though they're on Hulu or Netflix, simply for the extras. So I've become a big connoisseur of extras. If a movie is fairly bare bones these days, I probably won't buy it, even if I love the movie, because I'd probably be able to see it on Hulu or some other place. So I tend to shop for extras, which is why I like things like the Criterion Collection, Masters of Cinema, places that give you a Scream Factory, Shout Factory, that give you your money's worth in the extras department. It's not 100% true, but for the most part it is. I have movies I haven't watched, and I have some TV shows I haven't watched all of them. Because I collect them so quickly, sometimes I look for good prices. That's the other thing I'll tend to do with buying them. I usually won't buy them unless they're on sale. The exception to that would be like a steelbook I really like, or a limited edition that comes out. I may even pre-order it. Or something that I absolutely know I want, because I love the movie and I want to watch it again, like right away. Those are usually not that many, but occasionally. So those are my answers. I think theaters, big budget, big fill the screen with special effects or with adventure and action. Not much for the slower dramas in the movie theater, exception if I'm taking my wife, in which case romantic comedies like The American President is one that we saw in the theater years ago and loved, and we still do. Dave is another one we saw in the movie theaters and loved. So things like that I will. But other than that, I wouldn't typically go to those without my wife, with my boys or a friend or something. I wouldn't go to those, though I do enjoy them. So that's it. Big screen, fill the screen, science fiction, Marvel, DC, action, Bond. To buy at home, something that, from a nostalgia standpoint, impacted me, or something I just really loved and I want to own because I want to have that ownership of that particular movie because I liked it that much, like Citizen Kane. Though I have watched that about a dozen times. Anyway, those are my answers, Ian. Good questions. Thanks for asking. And I'll be looking forward to some other people's responses as well. Take care.